Yeah, DIDDY is free. This is why we doing this. It's a reaction to Diddy. It's free. Let's go.
Count one, the racketeering conspiracy charge. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, perhaps the most complicated charge for the jury to understand. The count one had provided for.
And I ain't gonna be stopping and pausing because I don't like when everybody else do it. So I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it wave out. Then I'm gonna get my thoughty bouts. You know what I'm saying?
A number of predicate acts, but the jury does not have to get into that because they have found Sean Combs not guilty of leading a criminal enterprise, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy. They will now move to the other 4 counts, 2 of them on sex trafficking and on and we have not guilty now on count 2, which was sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of sex trafficking when it comes to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. There was a real debate that the jury heard over the course of the last 2 months about consent and coercion and the complications of deciding when an 11-year relationship between Combs and Cassie Ventura may have become a criminal one. And the jury decided it was not criminal sex trafficking when Sean Combs committed what his attorneys freely admitted was domestic abuse, as you saw in that video. He has been found not guilty now on racketeering conspiracy, not guilty on sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura. He has been found guilty on count 3. Transportation for the purposes of prostitution. He has also been found guilty on count 5, transportation for the purposes of prostitution. These charges carry a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison, so we do have a split verdict. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking Cassandra Ventura, but he has been found guilty on 2 counts of transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And we're waiting for 1 more count, the sex trafficking of Jane. And just now the jury has decided that Sean Combs is not guilty of sex trafficking his former girlfriend who testified under the pseudonym Jane. So the jury has now believed that the relationships that Sean Combs had with his former girlfriends Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the pseudonym Jane were not criminal, did not involve sex trafficking. All Sean Combs has been convicted of here is transportation for the purposes of prostitution. And Kira, those did seem to be the most evident crimes that Sean Combs committed. We heard testimony from the male escorts. The jury heard about the cash that they were paid, and as prosecutors told them, they were not in those hotel rooms for scintillating conversation. Sean Combs guilty of transportation for the purposes of prostitution, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy, not guilty of sex trafficking.
Well, I heard him. I'm trying to find the video yesterday while I was watching. TMZ was just so adamant. Dim and a couple of more people were just real adamant about, oh, the jury already, on 4 cases, he's guilty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really I was trying to see where that footage was, because them boys was tripping, bro. Let's see what else I got. Then you got, I'm going to give you my opinion on it, bro. This is my opinion. Hold on, I'm going to wait a little second. I'm going to find one more.
Case for only a matter of an hour or 2, and there is already strife, and we are going to talk about what this means. But short story, the jurors sent a note to the judge already saying that juror 25 cannot follow the judge's instructions. I think I know what that means.
It certainly sounds like most of the jury, 11 jurors, agree on what they want to do here.
At least on something. We don't know.
It could be just for one of the counts.
It could be for one of the counts. It could be for all of the counts.
Not for the entire case.
It's weird that a couple hours in,
that they already send a note, because that means they're not even, there's no need for them to discuss anything. Like,
Find one more. Give my thought on it. I'm just trying not to say nothing yet.
Here. So again, a lot of activity outside of the courthouse. That right there was probably the premier moment for you because we actually got to see a very up close and personal reaction from Sean Combs' mother, probably the closest person to him in his life, and probably the first person that he wants to see now, as by all accounts this has been somewhat of a victory for the music mogul and his family. For now, we're live outside of the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7 Eyewitness News. I'll send it back to you.
Anthony, thank you very much. We just want a quick programming note here. Tell you about an ABC.
And we should point out that Cassie Ventura was awarded a $20 million settlement. I believe 10 from the hotel and 10 from Sean Combs himself as part of that lawsuit.
So I don't
Your
even know why
reaction.
she was. Why we even
He
went here.
is what you'd expect to hear from
Let me
an
go into
attorney
my
representing
opinion.
one of the key witnesses against a defendant.
My opinion on this shit. That's what I was saying. My girl, like, hey, when we be talking, chopping game, it was just so chopped. I was like, let me turn it down.
Not only did I take Diddy's song, I have taken Diddy's mom. She is my mother.
I'm gonna let that play in the back. Hopefully the volume ain't too overwhelmed. I don't want to stop it. I want some clean. Let me get my thoughts. I'm gonna let it go. But basically, bro, this is my thoughts on it. This was my thoughts on it. If you feel me, you feel me. Hey, leave a comment, chap your mouth off, whatever you want to do. But this is my thoughts on it from the jump. I started watching the trial from the jump. I was in it. I was in it. I was going for it. I was like, okay, it's cool. We're gonna see the way they talking. I'm thinking that they finna say, oh, he raping kids, he doing this, excuse my language or whatever. But this how I'm thinking when it first started. Okay, I'm like, damn, he really on some other shit. But then I'm started watching the trial a little bit because I ain't watched the whole thing at the what I'm finna say. But I'm watching it glued in from the beginning at first all the way in. And I'm listening to all this shit. Man, first of all, Cassie, bro, no offense. You got your ass whooped. Understandable. But in my opinion, bro, probably how the jury was thinking it. Because you got to be a thinker. You can't just be thinking one-sided shit. You got to be thinking both. You got to be like both. Put yourself in both shoes, then take yourself out, then probably put yourself in somebody else's shoes that's looking on the side, then come back and do this shit again. So basically what I'm thinking was like, if the jury really like some sincere, real thinkers, then this shit ain't going nowhere because first, Cassie, you was in a relationship with this dude for 10 years. And I'm going to start here. Everybody know from the people that just start watching internet know that Diddy was a ruthless dude for us, like cool, laid back, whatever, suave. But all these women, they go on the cruises and shit, you know, getting paid down with money. So, you know what I'm saying, what we doing? Then I'm going to go here. First, what rubbed me wrong was like, when it came out, Cassie dealing with Diddy, he mistreated her, beat her. Okay, I'm going to say, who ain't at home, some of y'all at home ain't been getting your ass stroked on. So what I'm saying is she got a 20 ball for it. She got a 20 ball for getting her ass stroked on, even when shit went left. So what I'm saying is, none of this shit really should have went to trial, bro. I'm thinking they finna come out with some Bill Cosby shit, some R. Kelly shit. Maybe they got a tape of him hitting a 15-year-old, some shit like that. This, to me, none of this shit was really meaningful because it's like it was a waste of time, bro. It's like I got more scarred women, hurt, scarred, jealous, you know what I mean? Then you get more the people that was involved. I'ma shoot them straight. This is my opinion. Then when it come down to the sex parties, they didn't say nothing like what it just seemed like you dealing with a brother that got an addiction to sex. And he nasty and he in his own way. I don't think it's no crime for being, you know, being nasty. You know what I'm saying? When everybody agreeing on it. Then it's like everybody started to cry wolf. Then they counted that dude out. They counted him out. He bounced back like a 4.5 with no baby. And they counted him out and Diddy got acquitted of all the charges that really would have kept him in jail for life. So I mean, I'm happy for the family. I'm not This is just my opinion on it. So I'm not like, oh yeah, Diddy. I'm not on that type of shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. So what I'm saying is, it's just my thoughts on what's been going on and what's been happening and how it's looking. Then she fuck with Diddy for this amount of time. You swear he beating you. We seen he rough you up. We know. But if you really want to get away from him, if you really, really, really and truly want to get away from him, why would you? Okay, you fuck with Cuddy, you go back and fuck with him. You fuck with the white dude, you go back and fuck with him. You every relationship that you was in or Cassie was in, she literally cheated on the dude she was with to go back to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So it really didn't, like, I get it. I just got more hurt, scarred, scoring women. That's what I got from this. Trying to get him to feel some of what they felt when they was hurt, emotional, going through what they going through. Then I'm gonna say this: whoever Cassie with, I ain't gonna go in detail because it'll be a whole story. I'm trying to keep it quick or not too long, but he had to be in on this because you get with him, time go by, y'all had to be that hurting or something had been going on with some bread, because who motivated you to come out and say all this shit? Who motivated you to come out and embarrass yourself that your kids will have to look at this shit later on and see all the freaky shit that they mama did? Who motivated you? If he motivated you to come out and say this shit, embarrass yourself, and I say this, why I say this? You already received 20 with an M after that motherfucker. So I don't understand why you couldn't tell homie, man, look, this nigga just, baby, I done came out, told my truth, you told me what to say, this motherfucker just gave us a 20 million, we good. Rest our lives if we do this shit right. Let that shit go. Tell them we ain't trying to proceed with the charges. Let that shit ride. But nah. Y'all want to be greedy and want to be extra and want to have your way, have your cake and eat it too. Y'all want to beat Diddy at his own game. And y'all want to beat Diddy at his own game. Diddy is Diddy. As long as he wasn't doing no extra weird shit. The baby oil thing that went viral. Everybody talking about baby oil doing skits. I mean, watch the trial. Fair is fair. They didn't come out and say nothing. They came out and said, she even said the nigga that was hitting her, I called him. We paid him. I don't get in that. It's nasty shit. But I'm saying this shit was a shame. About halfway, not even halfway in the trial, I stopped watching the shit. Didn't make sense. It just seemed like it was a bunch of hurt people that either they got cut off because they didn't want to keep agreeing to shit. Either they got, whatever. But you dealing with the money man. When you dealing with the money man, either get all the way away from that shit if you ain't agreeing to everything. You can't go back and forth, bro. That's where it got me a long time ago. When she was cut off from him, she was with him, she came back, she did this, then it's like, okay, Diddy just wanted to get some skins and maybe pay for some skins, and y'all was all in accordance with it. So, man, what we doing, man? Diddy free, you know what I'm saying? Couple charges. Not nothing major. The way the lawyer looking today, they also trying to get it to where he come home today. So the judge told them to go back and write a note up. I'm gonna see what's going on. The lawyer said he got the jetty waiting to go to Miami, wherever the fuck he going. But Diddy free. The family happy. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna learn a lot from this. Sometimes it don't take a man to be, you know what I'm saying, kept from his family this long or that long just for this shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't come with no shit that we ain't already know about this motherfucker. So we gonna see if they let him go home. The way his lawyers is working and the way shit looking, they asking for a 20 ball on the other side, and Diddy lawyers asking to go home and chill, jet up. So we gonna see. And regardless of the fact of the matter, he ain't gonna be in jail long for these charges. These charges is basically like you paid for some pussy. That's what it is. So y'all just come on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sub up and trying to run up this bag too. So get with the move. Shit. Trying to get that Lambo Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? Diddy free. Hit them likes, sub up. Hey, y'all glued in. Ghost vibes, baby. We're gonna do it like that. Y'all want some more of that? Y'all gonna have to hit YouTube, hit Diddy free. Everything gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone, man.